Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. There you go. I like to respond to some of my subscriber questions and some of their interests. It's one of the cool things about having a Hoard, so when they ask, I can answer those questions. I regularly get asked about the Honda ATC70. And you know what? Let me get a little specific on this one, and then we'll look at the others. This bike, I bought it from a friend of the family. Had his son come in from Oregon, I guess it was, and the guy hit my county like like a ball of fire. And he got into the flea market business, and this is one of the deals he got into. He bought it for himself, and then he had a pit bull that kind of chewed on the back of it. And after the dog messed it up, he decided, you know what, I'm going to flip it off. So I bought this at a flea market. I'm not sure what year it is. Yeah, the tag isn't obvious. One of you guys could probably tell me. There are more experts than me out there. It ran, though the gas tank is pretty crispy, and you could see it got dented up pretty good. So this is one of the bikes in the Hoard, and the reason why it's back here, or up here, or in this garage, is it's supposed to be working its way toward the top of getting worked on. So let's call that number one. Okay. And next, I'm going to show you a couple of engines I have floating around. Typically with this stuff, whenever I see a deal on it, I have a tendency to just buy it. That's just an engine, and you can see it's kind of a newer one. It's got this plastic in the front of it and all. I picked that up in Rhinebeck. I don't know, I think I gave the guy... I think I stole it. I think he wanted $100 for it, and I got it for $50. I think it was something like that. It was a real steal of a deal. So even though there are other engines floating around, I picked that one up. That's the last Honda 70 thing I bought. There's another engine right there, and you can see the recoils on it and so forth. That's typically the way I like to buy them, when they're complete like that, because then there's like no debate what kind of shape it's in. I think that was an eBay deal, and I don't recall the price, but if I had to guess, it's probably around the $100 mark. Probably more than 100, because it's been a long time since they've been less than that. But I probably picked it up for like a buy it now, $1.25. I just happened to be on and caught it before somebody else snagged it. I think it was something like that. Okay. Last, for outside type stuff. I don't know if you guys could see it right there. I believe, I'm not sure if that's a seat for a 70 or something else, but I got another one sitting up here, and that looks like an older one to me. I don't know how well you guys can see the gas tank and all, but that looks older, and the way the plastic is, oops, in the back and all. And then so that's the Hoard up here. And what is that? Basically I think that one up on top has an engine on it also. So let's call that 2 and 2 engines. And then let me show you what I got in the basement. I think down there I have 2 complete that are in really nice shape. And then one without an engine. And given the engines I have floating around, and typically one could find the plastic. As a matter of fact, I think I bought a set of plastic. It was really reasonable, so I think I bought a set of plastic, and it's floating around in the Hoard too. So yeah, this is the This is the basement. Let's see if I have a flashlight here. That's live. So down here are two more. There's one of them, and there's the second. And then that's no engine, obviously. So there's three more. So I guess that gets me to 6. And I have one more engine here. This was another eBay deal. And once again, I don't recall what I paid for it, but I think it was pretty reasonable. I think it was. I typically I won't buy these engines unless I get them for under a certain amount. So I probably paid less than $150 for it. So what is that? That was 3 engines and 4 complete ones and one in one that needs to be put back together, right? There's 2 here, 1 in the garage, 1 up high in the Unabomber shed, and yeah, I think that's all of them. I think that's all of them. So if anyone has any other questions, what I'd like to do is for the blue one, I guess we can get back up to that. For the blue one up in the garage here, my plan with that was always to kind of trim the plastic back, kind of give it a some clean lines, not broken lines, but I was thinking, because the plastic, I mean, it really can't be fixed, eh? So you either trim it or you replace it. But I was thinking if I can kind of do a trim here, right? What I'd do is I like to get a piece of wire and kind of for the extreme one, I guess this is more than the other side, and kind of get it part way, and then kind of duplicate the bend and do the other half of them very carefully from here to here, and then with the wire use a felt marker. I've had pretty good luck cutting plastic with an abrasive wheel, so I think I can clean this up without too much trouble. And if worse comes to worse, if it's throwing mud up and into my face, this thing doesn't go that fast. But if it were doing that, I can, kind of put a black piece or something there. In the back here, this would it looks like I'm gonna have to stay more or less on this line, and then I'm not sure, because you can see how much has gone over there. So I'd probably ride right along here, right along the top line, and then back around. So that would get rid of a lot of the stuff. And once again, if it's throwing too much mud or whatever, I could kind of go with a black piece of semi-stiff plastic, along there and up, and that would hopefully keep it from tossing too much mud. Yeah, toys, right? One has to love toys. This one does not have a seat, but somehow or another, I think I bought a seat and it's floating around. I didn't see that as I was exploring. It's always interesting for when I open up the shed I referred to as the Unabomber shed. That's the one with the trees growing in front of it, because that's been sealed up the longest. And quite honestly, it's in the worst shape. I put a roof on it a few years ago, but from the bottom of it's in the worst shape. One has to be careful when they go in there that they don't fall through the floor and break a leg or something. Or fall through the floor and land in a skunk's nest or a snake nest, snake pit, or woodchuck hole that's another 6 foot deep. But that shed has the stuff that's the most buried, the most forgotten. I have another fender here. This one's pretty battered, right? Alright folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please keep your feet down, keep your head up. Please keep the requests coming in. I don't mind getting these videos up, and just in case then somebody might have a specific question about the one in the Unabomber shed or elsewhere. Speaking of which, there may be one more in the pool shed. Maybe. I'm not sure. Next time I'm out there, I'll take a look. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing and asking questions. Please keep the questions coming in. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and please get out there and enjoy all your days. Take care now, folks. Bye.